Alright, well, these plugs are Richard and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, so I don't know. We'll clean them and recheck the pump up the bulb, pump up the bulb. Like the weather report? Some people don't like it. They're like, I don't need a weather report. By the time you see it, it's going to change anyway. I mean, you know what they say everywhere, they say it. You don't like the weather, just stick around. Kind of like the Johnny Cash song. You know, the one, weather's everywhere, man. Yeah, that's not good. We're just sitting here waiting on a tub to fill up. Talking nonsense and mumbling. Because we're a mumbler. We got the mumbles going. Ain't nobody around here except for me. Some people sitting on the porch over there was. They're probably like, that guy's a freaking nutcase. Next project, got a Mercury Pro XS. He's got the blades. Anyway, it's Optimax 250 Pro XS. You know, it'll just be hard to get the top off. This is just a service, but he wants his hours. He wants, I don't know. He wants me to really check it out. I think we talked about lower gear oil. I also talked about a water pump. So maybe we'll run it first. So I got the tub, what water I got left over. I would love to pump that other water over here. I'll just have to fill this up a little more. This is a Phoenix. I think this might be the first Phoenix. Alright. This is how it comes. It's in a package. Right? See what we got. My other jackets were getting, my pullover was kind of funky. So I got me a new one. It's pretty bad when you buy your own clothes from yourself. It's just, I mean, it's pretty, you know. Anyway, so I got this one. I'm making another one that's got the little bird emblem, but needed to replace my pullover. So, get rid of this real dirty one. And we'll wear this until we get this one all dirty or we lose it. Because my other one, I don't know where it went. But it was like one of the very first ones. So this is, I didn't even look at what size this says. Let's see. Pretty sure I got an extra large. See, it's a Gildan. So it's a nice thick cotton. I mean, they're, you know, heavy blend cotton. And then, you know, this one's an extra large. So, it might shrink a little, but it'll stretch back out. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's pretty nice. Basically, we're gonna hook up our computer to it and see if we can figure out. Well, we're gonna hook up our computer to it, get the hours, and all that fun stuff. He's got a really nice cover. We'll have to get out blankets and stuff to cover things because I like to keep people's stuff clean. Said the keys are in it. Yes, sir. That's about all I need, really. So let me get some covers and cover all this. Get some more water in the tub and fire it up. Just to first fire it up. Alright, well, the glare on the computer is going to be what we're going to fight. But I got my computer out here and hooked up. And so got it hooked up to got the lid off of the motor, and I got it, my meds system hooked up. And basically, right out of the gate, the first thing I do is fire them up, right? And again, do a visual inspection. But I'm gonna get some data, and I want to, this is a running motor. He just wants service, but he also told me, he wants to know like things, like he wants to know what the hours are, what the cons of the engine, like what he has to do maintenance wise, stuff like that. It's very clean under the cow. So what I'll do is turn the key to the on position. I'll make a folder and I'll send it to him, any active faults, any history, anything that I can, that I can glean from it. Heard the fuel pump, the fuel pump.
The body glove, don't turn that on.
What do you got? Oh, he got a red now. All right, I'll turn it off. Sorry for the delay. I have you in my book, but I'll just have to hit you back as soon as I can. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, except for you need to run some better fuel. Well, it's still going. Well, I was just sitting there doing what I was doing, but captured some data, sent it to the folder, and then I'm gonna email him and see what he wants to do. He did say something about maybe changing the oil on the lower unit, so maybe we'll do that. We talked about a water pump, but his water pump is fine. So, this thing was leaking a little. Tried to flex seal it. That didn't work. That's all right. We're filling up the tub, and what? What? Another thing I don't know anything about. Says it runs. Turn this off. It's a Evinrude Vindicator, garage kept, 225. I mean, seems pumped up. Might have some old gas. I think he said it's been sitting a while. You get the keys, fire this thing up. Alright, well, so I never quite know how these things are gonna go, so we're just gonna, throw it together and see what happens. Looks like we don't have a switch or anything. Don't know if it's probably need to get out a charger, maybe throw on the battery. This is where I need to buy me like a power pack, a jump pack, because I don't have one. I think I need one. But yeah, we're just gonna, I first just fire it up and see if it'll run, because I don't know. He says it runs, but at this point I just do my thing and then see where I get with it. If it doesn't fire, it doesn't fire. If it fires up, maybe see how it runs. He says it runs pretty rough, so maybe we just change some plugs. Maybe we put a water pump in it. Maybe it's not peeing. Maybe it's peeing. There's a whole bunch of variables to this. So let me get the keys, fire this thing up, see what it sounds like. Okay, we got a working alarm. We heard the beep. So let's push in the middle of this handle. There's this button down here. Push that in. And we could go like that. But this is not going to give us any more throttle because we've got a hot foot down in there. So we're going to need a little, maybe something to stick on that to rev it up if I need to. So let me go find me a piece of wood. I'll probably need it. So, I mean, you could still put it in warm-up mode. You would think it would advance the timing, but it doesn't. It won't do anything. So we're pumped up. So maybe give it a little gas. It don't fire up right away, does it? So, I guess the next thing to do is, because it's not going to fire, this is where, like, you don't know. So there is a kill wire. It's down here. So that's going to go on there first. It's probably got enough fuel. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can smell gas. So we got a no fire. We got a crank, no fire. Alright. Well, we see smoke coming out of the back. What's up with that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but I do see some smoke. See right there? Oh, it almost fired. Just needs a little fuel. Good start. Okay. I have to hold the choke in. Yeah. She's probably needs some new plugs, definitely. Alright, so we know it sort of runs, right? It will fire up. Sounds like everything's hitting. Let's just take the hit. This is kind of unconventional of what I normally post, but this is kind of what I would do. Usually I think this is just uneventful, but now I'm thinking about it, I was like, you know what? People probably want to see this. So kind of the first thing you want to do was like, what is it doing? You know, will it fire? Will it not fire? I get a lot of it just won't fire. So, you know, I don't, once I get to a place where I kind of know what's wrong with it, then I start filming, and maybe I should do more of this. Let's see if I can get it to really go. Give it gas, I don't like it. Oh yeah, it's definitely. So we'll check the spark, check compression. That's what we need to do instead of battling it. that's basically, I'm gonna get the hood off of it, take a look inside. That's kind of first thing too, is like, you know, do a little visual on it, see what you're looking at. You might be looking at something as much as like a spark plug wires off or something, who knows. I mean, this thing is clean as a whistle. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I mean, this thing is just clean as a whistle. Probably just needs some engine tune sprayed in here. Take them spark plugs out and see what they look like. I mean, this thing is clean as can be. One place. I mean, check this out. That's that piece I just replaced for my guy down at the marina. One of these. Champion. That one's looking like QL78YC. We can look into that. I mean, clean, guys. Look how clean this is. Looks like maybe somebody's been in here before, because this should be seated better. Thinking somebody's been in here. Maybe we'll take this front air box off. That thing is really on there. There it goes. So I mean, it's super, super clean. I mean, even the engine mounts look brand new. You never see that. The little rubber insert mounts, they never look like that. Alright, so I'm making some engine tuner and squirt in there now because I got that front air box off. I mean, you can see it looks really good. This one looks maybe a little dirty. Squirt some scarf spray in there. A lot of times that will just get all that gunk out. But that engine tuner will really help. So that's one thing. The only thing about the carb spray is just gotta kind of be gentle with that, because we do have carb balls and rubber parts. So that's why that engine tuner is really good, because it kind of, you know, cleans up that stuff. So where are we at? I think that's probably what the bulk of it is, and change the plugs. Let me get to stepping. Alright, well, these plugs are Richard and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, so I don't know. We'll clean them and recheck these guys, because that's bad. Some of them are kind of okay. Seem like they were like leaking. That's why a lot of guys put like a rubber O-ring right there. If you've never seen that, that totally will improve your compression. Not like I do it very often. I probably should do it more than I do. I just sometimes find an O-ring that is the right size. The only thing about an O-ring is it does, you know, bring this back just a little bit. So, something to think about, I guess. I thought I'll just try to clean these off some. I don't think they're pretty much toasted. spray some of that engine tuner. I mean, they don't look terrible, is what I'm trying to say. But they're definitely kind of rich and fouled out. The gaps don't look bad. I mean, go inside, throw them in my spark checker, make sure they're all sparking. Oh yeah, that works. A little different sound, wasn't it? No. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. I would say probably 30 thousandths. Yep. See, that's a little more. Yeah, that's like too much. This will help too get a little. Yeah, that's way too much. That's way too much. It'll kind of clean off the tips too, doing like this. So then let's get a little dust. Just helps clean out the threads, you know. Yeah, so let me get these spark plugs in. I don't know. I got a pig mat down here. I probably only need 1/2 of this. This thing sucks up a lot. Let me do that. Holes right here. So that's where it'll get kind of clogged up on you. Probably should have done that when it was warmed up. Oh, she's smoking good. so let's put the airbox on it. Went ahead and put some new plugs in this one, and I changed the gear case oil. I'm filling it up. Now this time of year you'd think it would slow down, but it's not. Still pretty busy. A lot of these are little service things, but they add up to one big thing. It's alright. I like it. I like messing with them. Today it's pretty nice. Like 60s, high 60s, mid 60s. I mean, I got my new jacket on that I can take it off. It's kind of an in-betweener stage. I think I might do that. Yeah, that's alright. See, it should start right up. I'm hoping. Should just fire right up. Should fire right up. Kind of overcast. Everybody says that in every state. I've been in them all, and they all said, "Yeah, that's the way Texas is. If you don't like the weather, just stick around." Well, you know what? It's the same thing for Tennessee, everywhere. She's a filling up. I like to get them at least to like here, so the water goes in and pressurizes. Because when they're like low, they don't like it. Yeah, very clean engine. Very, 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 very clean. There's another good little gander at it. Original. Yeah, we got a original VRO. Plastic carbs. But they look, I mean, this thing looks like they just trolled around with it. And I don't even know if they even really ran it very hard. Helps they have that kill switch. Oh, she's a smoker. I'm choking a little bit. Seems like the choke is staying on. Yeah, it's like missing a little. It's running a little ridge. Sorry, I'm still with the mind that I think it needs to be ran. Maybe better gas. We could take one of these lines off right here on this choke solenoid. I'm kind of curious to see if there's something still running out of there or not. So if there is, then you know, he has a leaky choke solenoid. Go get a pair of pliers or something so I don't just mess up the line. Something to check, because if it's still leaking fuel out of it, then you know we may have a gasket or something that's needs to be replaced on that. This will happen on these. Need to check them, because they will do that to you. Now I'm standing in the mud. Get you guys over here. I can check this real quick. Gas comes flying out here, and then you know we know that, okay, but you know it's good ground. This is, you know, this is our, I guess we could check the pressure here. You can do that, but we just want to make sure that this thing is not releasing out. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. See, if we had fuel, it'd be coming out of here, right? But yeah, it's working. It's working just fine. And sometimes, like, if it needs, you might need to pump that bowl a couple times, especially if, like, it's got to get all that fuel back there, you know. So you pump up the bowl after you first run it. If it kind of chokes like that, all these Evinrudes do this, I swear. Like when they first start them up, they just don't seem like they want to run right and spit and stuff. That's that circuit that's fast. It's like a fast circuit. Like it gets a little advanced until it gets up to temperature, and then it'll shut off. And then anytime you start it, if it's up to temperature, it'll just shut off. So the fast start feature will just go away. So anyway, she's running good. It needs to be running. That's what needs to happen. So, we're done with this. Quiet. Alright, we're done with that. Let's empty the tub. Unfortunately, I had to fill all that water up just to throw it away. So, clean up our mess and get out of here. And then I gotta start working on this. Figure out what kind of switch I need, send her an estimate. And tomorrow, maybe me and JP are gonna go figure out this McKee craft. I keep wanting to say Chris craft, but it's a McKee craft. So I'll be back at some point. I don't know when.
Thanks for watching all the way through. You're part of our awesome community. Love this video? Hit subscribe for more adventures. The best way to support us is at HawkeyeMarine.net. Shop outboard powerheads, lower units, and top quality boat parts. It fuels our content and keeps you on the water. Visit today. We'll see you next time.